거냐고 솔직히 너 그래 너 생판처럼 만난 너 왜 널 쳐다보는 거냐고 궁금했어 설레서 낯설어서
Do they know us? Do the spam know us?
I don't know
They
them.
do. Some of them know us.
I don't know them.
More spam!
I don't know them.
Some of us know us carnally.
Oh my gosh.
Carnally.
Well, welcome back,
Biblically.
spam,
Biblically,
to
what?
42 strains.
Peter, I don't know you're out there, and I know you listen. What
Wow.
up?
That's
I
awesome.
don't know a Peter that
Oh.
listens to us.
Wow,
Damn
way to
it.
fake us out on the
Damn it, I was
on
so
the cool
excited.
listener or whatever.
I don't believe you. Because right now,
Well,
a
she
listener
said-
named Peter just shit themselves.
Oh.
They're like, who
I
is that
guarantee
bitch?
it.
Who is
Like
that
midway
bitch?
through writing, what the fuck?
How did
They know me?
Just surprise
That's how
Pikachu
Peter
for like
did
the
it.
next 42 minutes. As if we ever actually just stop at 42 minutes.
Shh, shh, shh.
Uh,
So that song you just heard was New Face by Psy.
I've got a new face.
You know, it'd be great if we had a camera so
No,
they
I
could
don't.
see Chuck and Surfer Dan right
They're
now.
voguing right now.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
such a cool song. I just heard it for the
yes.
first time thanks to Surfer Dan. He showed us this song, so that was really cool. I hadn't heard it before. It was pretty awesome. I like Psy, you know,
I
Gangnam
like
Style.
Psy way too much. I should not enjoy Psy as much as I do.
Yeah, actually,
some
knowing
fun
you as
stuff.
well as I do, Surfer Dan, you actually really
I
should not.
really shouldn't. but I
It's kind of
fucking
weird.
love- I have so much Psy music.
It's
That's
a
lovely.
it's a super important episode today, you guys,
It is.
and not because we may or may not have just realized this
What?
5 minutes ago.
No, this was all
Stoner.
planned out.
I can't read.
Today,
I've always known this.
today, that's gonna be great. Today, we are recording our 42nd strain. We did it.
We
We
made it.
did it.
We can retire now.
Yeah, we're done now. That's the episode, guys. Thank you for
We're
listening. No,
ending
just
this
kidding.
like The Walking Dead.
Just
don't you
kidding.
We're
think?
actually, we're
Just
all gonna
kidding.
stop smoking now.
Did we
No,
get a
wow.
retirement fund out of this? Because I was.
Oh, there
never
was no
told-
401k. It was in the
Okay.
paperwork that you hypothetically signed when I said there might be
We,
paperwork.
it was actually
Right
a
on.
420k. I think we owe him.
420K?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, it was. It
Oh,
was.
we're in debt now.
Not gonna,
Is that like a 24K?
I cannot confirm nor deny that this is lightweight occult.
Excuse me.
Look,
What happens to
like you
people
have more
after
Wait.
fun. You have
42?
more fun as a follower, but you make a lot more money as a leader.
Are you saying that I accidentally
Damn
joined
right.
a cult again?
Quick, take him to the edge.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
speaking of 42nd
get
strain,
the
this is
Kool-Aid.
super important for us. I'm super excited. And speaking of new face by Sai, we have a new face here today.
Oh shit.
Welcome, Punky Panda.
Hey y'all.
Look at that Punky
PP
Panda.
Halpert.
No, it is not PP Halpert. Bad.
It's
Knock
not
off,
a thing. It's not a thing.
Stop trying to make PP a thing. It's not a thing.
It's not gonna happen.
Welcome to the show, Punky Panda.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty high.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good.
Yeah, we had
You're in the right
I
place.
some
hope our
good prequel
spam
action.
pictures you as an actual panda
that
Yes,
speaks
please.
English.
with a multicolored
With the beanie,
mohawk.
Yes,
But the
with whole-
beanie.
oh,
Yeah.
The beanie can just rest.
No,
on
the
top.
mohawk's the beanie's got a rip in it for the mohawk to stick out.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what I'm picturing.
So how
Yes.
long have you been smoking, Punky Panda?
Only for like a year or two now, so I'm.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay, so
Alright.
since you're about 20.
Yeah.
Do you smoke recreationally or medicinally? Both?
Recreationally, yeah.
Okay, cool. We've had more of that than medical users. Like a lot of the
Especially
hosts
recently, yeah.
are mainly medical
Yeah.
users for a lot of the reason,
A lot
and
our
most of our guests are recreational. Like kind of like that. We get a lot of different viewpoints and perspective from
Yeah.
Nice.
that. That's cool.
What's your
next-
primary way of smoking? Do you
Oh.
do you like edibles? Do you like drinking? Do you like tinctures? Do you like wax?
Bongs.
Do you like just
Fucking
flower,
flower.
bong, pipe?
Pipe.
What?
I
What?
prefer bongs,
Of that,
edibles,
I mean, like it's your
Start at the
pick.
finish line.
Whoa.
bongs, edibles, and the vape pens.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
those are always
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
and
those
handy.
are nice.
It's a very nice.
Well, welcome to the show. We're excited to have you on. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Next to Punky Panda is our ever so beautiful Snacks.
Oh hi.
She a snack.
What up, guys?
She's next.
Snack queen.
And
Man, that second bowl did me dirty.
Did you dirty?
I don't know. what the
I know
fuck you're
several
talking about.
people that would do you dirty.
regarding myself, I'm just double A. You know.
Yeah, double A.
Next to me is my beautiful, wonderful love, Rue.
Hello.
I love it when you talk to her like that.
It's
it makes me feel all
And
romantical.
actually, just next to her, with her chin resting upon Rue's leg ever so slightly, it's our mascot, Gypsy.
Jippies.
Oh yeah, she just. It's our mascot.
she's
Jippy
scattered.
Doogles.
Yep.
She's freaking out now because all of us just called her name.
Yep.
She's like, what's going on?
I don't
Next
know
to
where
Rue,
go.
Surfer Dan's back.
Hey!
He's
I
no
made
longer-
it.
He's
Yeah.
alive?
Yeah.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Whoa.
The rumors of my death were greatly
Wait,
exaggerated.
hold up. Who the fuck said you died?
A lot of people.
I mean,
I just assume anytime he's not here, he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, I said he was gone and not forgotten.
I mean, guys, his age, if we don't hear from him every like 6 hours, we could just kind of assume
Yeah.
he went on to the next whatever.
I'm currently checking his pulse right now.
He's just like sleeping.
No. I've got a new Fitbit to check my pulse for me, so that way I know if I.
No, it notifies you when your heartbeat gets too slow.
It's supposed to go off if I go below 20 beats per minute.
Okay, right on.
Next to Surfer Dan, we got Chuck Dante.
Yeah,
Chucky
hello,
D.
hello.
There he is. Welcome back again for who knows what time.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
just kind of
you've been
showed
on-
up one day and never left.
Never left. Seriously,
you're a pretty permanent part of the
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah.
And then we have
I love when I.
what, a fourth time return? I think we argued about it last time.
Yeah.
We have a returnee, a semi-pro host here at
A
42
semi-pro.
Strains. I think at this
I
point,
like
with as
it.
many visits. Gus Gus.
Hi.
Welcome back, Gus Gus.
Oh, she's here.
Yes. We always love having Gus Gus on.
No, but I mean, like, right here. That's where she is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right here, right now.
In the
Right
universe, she's here right now.
It's true.
And
Damn true.
I hope our spam is excited. I hope you're all excited for this 42nd strain. I know I am, since I've now only known about it for about 10 minutes.
Oh, if I could reach, I'd
Hey.
give myself raspberries right now.
Hey, 15.
Hey, we are very hard
And we're
working
going-
stoners.
We're going to review today
Yes.
ice cream cake.
We are.
Because we planned it.
It's
like,
celebratory.
It's like
We're
a 1-year-old
celebrating.
birthday.
Yeah.
You know, what's your favorite cake? Ice cream cake. Exactly. See, we're
Actually,
all there.
I'm kind of a chocolate person
Listen,
myself.
Fudgy the whale.
semantics.
Semantic.
Fudgy the whale.
I'm gonna get my peach
Don't keep
cobbler.
talking about chocolate. Don't take
Am
that
I the
from
only
all.
one that likes the upside down cone that looks like a clown head?
Oh, clown
I like
cone for
that.
Baskin
Wow.
Robbins.
Yeah.
Everyone
Oh, I
knows
dig
about
it.
the clown
Yeah,
Yeah,
cone.
no, I dig it.
I don't need a cake. I want just the upside down clown
Just
head.
give this
So-
motherfucker a
Right
clown
on.
cone.
On that
banana
note-
split.
I'd like to have Gus Gus go ahead and rip that bong.
Spark it up.
Make it
Yeah, make it
sound
loud.
I think she's been waiting for it. We're all watching you intently.
high to handle the
Can you
I'm
not light it and
No,
suck on it while we're all watching you?
I can't like suck on it and laugh, and that's what you guys are making me do.
I'm gonna need you to suck on it.
Turn
Everybody
around.
look away.
Turn
Everybody
around.
look away.
Turn
Look
around.
away. Don't look directly at her.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I think she sucked it. Can I look now?
You can look now.
She's
I
gone
heard
from
it.
suck to blow.
Schrodinger's hit right there. Like,
Sure, you never know. But I saw it got burned.
As we pass around this ice cream cake, Rue, can you hit me with the Leafly?
Yeah.
The description for ice cream cake.
The description. Okay, cool. Yeah, this one actually has more info than last time on Leafly.
Well,
So-
isn't that a nifty
Leafly,
mother-
yeah, last
Stepping
time we
up
just
their
had the
game.
description. Now we have more.
Leafly, if any of you who use Leafly, tell them to get in contact with us.
I just
Please.
want to double check. You
They
want
need
like
us.
the like paragraph little thing.
Yeah,
a
go ahead
couple
and
of
read
the
the
blurb.
description.
Right on.
Not the heroes
Cool.
anybody
Thank you.
asked for, but we're here.
Thank you so much, Rue, for that.
So it is an indica dominant cross of wedding cake and gelato number 33, completely flushed with icy. Oh no, trichomes.
Would you like me to
Trichomes.
Trichomes.
Yes, I
Trichomes.
said it right.
You got
Thank
it.
you.
Come on. You got this.
The buds express light green coloration with dark purple hues throughout. The ice
Yes.
cream cake
It does.
maintains a creamy flavor profile with sweet hints of
Oh
vanilla,
my god.
sugary dough. Effects come on heavily, leaving you completely relaxed with the good night's sleep soon to follow. Sorry,
Now,
those leaves.
without any number review, I just want to say, based on just my first hit, that is a fucking accurate description there. Just right off the bat.
Yeah.
Now look, now I want to go over something real quick as well. Today, instead of, I hope we're not saddened by this, but instead of Wacky News today, we're going to go ahead and bring back another game we play, which is highscriptions.
Ooh.
We're going to go ahead and bring that back today.
We don't have a theme song for high school.
We'll work on that.
We'll work on it, but that's fine. As of right now, we're just going to do highscriptions.
Well, I guess just tone.
Highscriptions.
And previous to...
I want to fight her.
It's the motherfucking highscriptions.
It's the highscriptions. It's where we try to basically describe an entire film in 4 minutes and 26 seconds. It's
Oh shit, timer.
if you've listened to some of our
I got one.
if you've listened to any of our previous episodes that we've had that have those, there's a couple.
Thank you. I was ready.
Please, if you haven't yet, before even listening to ours right now, please stop this episode.
Yes.
Go back to other episodes. Sorry, we are far too stoned to remember which episode they're on.
Just stop this episode. Go back to the first episode.
The boys are back in town.
Yeah, the boys are back in town.
And
Not
blue
the first
champagne.
Oh, blue champagne is
The
what it's called.
very first episode. Just go back to the first.
Go all the way back.
Please go check those out. They're our first runs at it, and I think they're wonderful.
They're fucking saucy.
Today, I want to start with, we're going to go ahead and have Gus Gus go
Oh
first.
no.
Oh, shit.
I was
Oh,
ate
no,
Oreo.
shit.
You got this,
Well,
guys.
after-
Great, we're going to throw out some suggestions.
What movie do you want to do, Gus Gus?
Oh, Hocus Pocus.
Yeah?
That's a good one.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and get the timer.
Chuck, you got that.
Gus,
man.
I wanna-
I got it. Hold on.
do a
Hold
little...
I'll preface this by I'm terrified.
Why are you terrified?
Because I haven't seen this movie in probably years.
Well, you better get it right.
All right, Gus Gus is going to
tell me when to hit
attempt to do Hocus Pocus. Describe to you Hocus Pocus the film in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, so Max Innocent and his family moves from LA to Salem, Massachusetts. That's where he's like broody teenager. He's like, I hate this stuff. Like, Halloween sucks. And then everyone's like, dude, didn't you know that we have like a huge, like, rich history of Halloween and all this stuff? And so he falls in love with this girl. Falls in like with this girl.
Yes.
And
Right. Falls on like.
takes his sister trick-or-treating. Where he accidentally goes to her house, and she's like super impressive and gorgeous and beautiful, you know, and has yabos. So Max loves her yabos.
We all did.
We all love her yabos.
You have to hit this.
So I can't.
It's
You have to hit it during it. It's part of the
got
rule.
this.
It just throws you. It's great.
No one told me that.
Why would we tell you?
You don't tell you.
So she has yabos, and then she goes, "Hey, I know you hate Halloween. Let me tell you about this thing that my family owns. It's like this old witch house. Oh
Old
shoot,
witch house?
I missed the whole factory. And
Keep going. Just
Okay.
keep going.
So
You do you.
we get back to like 1693. I think that's literally the year.
You have 3 minutes.
I know! So it's 1693 and the witches are hung in Salem at their house because they like attacked this family.
Yeah.
And then the family one of them becomes the cat, and then now it's like a historical place. So
Yeah.
they go, and the girlfriend's like, "Hi, I'm Allison, and I have yabos, and here's the black flame candle."
does say that. That's in the script.
And he's like, and she's like, "But don't worry, because only a virgin can light it Halloween." And he goes, "Virgin, I got nothing to worry about." And lights it, and then everything starts going green and like shakes, and then he's like, "Oh my god!" And then the witches are there.
the house?
Yeah, the whole house, like everything,
Yeah.
like all this stuff in the house. So then the house is
in the
shaking,
house?
and then the witches are there, and then the witches are like,
The
"We
witches are
need
just
to-"
there?
Yeah, they like show up.
teleport?
They go
They appear.
and they're there. I don't actually remember how they got there. Okay, so
black flame
then
candle.
they're
Everything went
they're
green.
like, "We need to eat children. Oh, we gotta find our book." And like, then we found a book.
They immediately
Said,
got out the book.
So they were like, "Oh, we remember. We know because we made this plan because we're witches." So they start to plan how they're gonna kidnap some children. They go to some school, and then like the parents. Everyone's like, "Hey, there's witches in the kitchen." Everyone's like, "Witches don't exist."
Skip
No
a
one.
lot in the movie.
Oh, is this when they monster mashing?
They must.
Yeah, she hasn't even talked
Okay.
about Sarah Jessica Parker's tits.
Her tits.
Yabos.
Yabos. Sarah Jessica Parker also has yabos.
Something has to distract from that horse face.
So then,
You're at 3 minutes.
I know.
1 minute and 20 seconds.
No, it's okay. It's good.
So then the
It's like halfway into
the
the
witches
movie.
like enchant the
She got
parents
extra
and are
good.
like,
That's good.
"Hey, we are gonna put you under a spell and you can't stop dancing until like this whole thing's over.
They just say that?
They're like, boom, it's done.
Yeah. No, they sing it.
They sing
They
it.
put a spell on them.
They put a spell on you.
Ooh.
And now you're dancing.
And I have a boner.
So then they're like Madonna and Dracula, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh
one minute.
shit, we're dancing!" And then they're like, "Oh shit, we're gonna go to a school and burn the witches!" And then everyone's like, "Yay, the witches are burnt!" And then the witches weren't burnt. So they opened up the book, and the book was
Why
like,
weren't
"Hey,
they
we're
burnt?
over here." I don't know. I don't know which logic.
Okay.
They just weren't.
Okay.
Okay, so they burned it up, and they were like, "Oh my god, they're not dead!" And they kidnapped the youngest sister, who's like 13, maybe younger. I don't know.
Of the brother that you mentioned in the
Yes, of the
beginning.
brother, Max. It's like, I don't know this name.
20 seconds.
So then she's like, "Oh, we're gonna kill you." They make their potion, and then they dump out the potion, and then they kidnap her, and then they go to a grave where they rip up the boyfriend, and then they're like, poof, dust, and then they everyone else goes to heaven.
420.
Wow.
Wow.
That wrap up
Bingo
was
clue.
interesting.
Yeah.
Where'd the boyfriend come from in the group?
Man, I need to rewatch this movie.
That's on me.
If anyone wants to see Hocus Pocus anymore
It's
after
okay.
that one,
Then why do you think
I
keep
will
going?
congratulate them. I'll be like, dude, this is the perfect trailer for this movie.
It really
You
is.
can watch
Well
it.
done.
I mean,
You gave nothing away,
That was
but you told me
impressive.
the whole thing.
That was impressive.
yeah, it's actually kind of weird.
She actually said the whole movie, but she gave nothing
Yeah.
away. Anybody who heard that can be like, I just gotta go watch Hocus Pocus
Yeah, it's
now.
just awesome.
You should. Go what?
Oh, please go watch
You know what?
Hocus
Actually,
Pocus. Any time of the year.
Pause this podcast.
Well,
Go back and watch listen to the very first episode of 42 Strains all the way through to now, and then start listening here again. And then now that I'm telling you, pause again. Then go back and watch Hocus Pocus and
Wow.
then come back.
You know, for a second there when you said pause this podcast, I
I'm
thought
so
you were
mad.
talking to like us, and I was
I
like,
know, me too.
Silver Dan, we're fucking recording. No, we can't do that.
We have the ability to.
I mean,
No,
I was just
we
really
do it for
confused.
them.
We
I
have
got
the
so
technology.
involved in Gus Gus's like highscription of this fucking movie, I forgot we were recording an episode.
I did too.
I was really just
yeah,
paying so
It
much
sounded like
attention to her.
It
And
sounded
I
like
was
she was
just like-
spilling the tea.
And I was like, where'd this boyfriend's
What
grave come from? Poof? Heaven? What the fuck?
by the way, no mention of the witch's helper, by the way, which is just...
The zombie.
Yeah, see,
Played by
Gollum.
Gus Gus.
That's the
Mike
boyfriend.
Gollum.
That's the
Yeah,
boyfriend.
that is the
Billy.
boyfriend. Yeah. Wow, you got through that quick.
The
That's...
first one.
You went...
She skipped Billy.
That
Like,
That's
is
that
like
shit.
Princess Bride when I'm like, oh, and there's a wizard in
Yeah,
his life.
yeah, really.
like,
Doug
she
Jones
almost
is-
made Billy
Oh.
nothing.
Yeah,
but
this
then
is why
he
you
was
need to
there.
go back, because Snacks does The Princess Bride, and it is fucking phenomenal.
This is terrifying.
It's
It's-
hard.
it's-
It's,
it's
tough.
so hard.
So
It's
much
tough.
fun. I love this so
I'm
much.
surprised you stayed in your seat. A lot of us get standing
Yeah.
because
We
we
get up and-
I know, I
like,
remember when
like
you
helps
did,
us get through it quicker.
When you did the first one and you were like, and
Yeah.
then he did that.
Yeah. Taste, ladies and gentlemen. We want to go over taste.
Yes.
For you, Punky Panda.
Yes.
Just so you know, we have a TEL system. TELS. T for taste, E for effect, L for last, S for smoothness. We do it on a scale of 1 to 3, 1 being bad, 3 being, wow, this is on par with what we usually compare to Blue Dream, which is 3s across the board for us. It's our favorite strain collectively as a show. It's a one, it has great flavor. It has great smoothness. It has great lasting high effect. It has everything you want in a great smoking strain. All you people that hate Blue Dream, whatever you have your own personal experience, fucking Sour Diesel can suck my dick. All good, dude. We'll have that argument. All
Why
day
would you
long.
say something so controversial yet
Yes,
so
so
brave?
Gus Gus said true.
I said-
That's what I like.
I said brave.
I love both of those strains
Yeah.
so much.
So just so you know, for that effect, if you want to chime in on the vote, we're gonna do taste right now, and whoever wants to open that for us.
Yes.
Let me go ahead.
This one for me right out the gates is a 3. This is a solid 3. When I took a hit, the first thing I said is I have a mouthful of fresh ass Fruit Loops. Like, this was just such a
You son
wonderful
of a
cereal.
bitch.
Where does that
I'm
comma
in.
go?
Fresh.
What?
Fresh ass
Fruit
Fruit Loops? Or fresh ass
No,
Fruit Loops?
fresh ass.
No, it's fresh ass Fruit Loops.
I'm gonna go
That's
ahead.
what I thought.
So listen, I'm gonna go ahead and let the spam decide. You go ahead and email us at 42strains@toke.com and you tell me where that
We're
comment
gonna
goes.
start conspiracy theories now. That's the comments we're gonna get.
Is that going to be
please.
our most controversial argument over our show?
I know this one right here.
go?
Where's
This
the comma
one,
go?
this one right here is a 3 out the gates for me. I love it. I took a very fat rip the first time, and the second one it came back around, and I'm like, yeah, I want more of this. I want more of this taste right now. So,
No joke. I also would like to agree with that. A 3 for me as well. I got the last hit of our first on-air bowl,
Yes.
and I could and I had like the third hit on it the first go around. So I had a pretty fresh green hit first, and then I basically got the last hit. No joke. The flavor was almost the same. It's actually
Wow.
kind of crazy, but I legitimately, a lot of that ash flavor that you would normally get on that last hit.
Ass flavor. He said
Yeah,
ass.
sorry.
Yeah, for the ass Fruit
The
Loops.
vanilla that's mentioned in the
Yes,
description,
yes.
very much for me, actually kind of melded with the smoky ash flavor and covered it.
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy. I literally
I
went,
would like
wow,
to-
how did the taste...
Comment that it also notes citrus, peppery, and floral on here.
Oh,
Yes.
see,
See,
and then
I
that's how
got
I get
the
the
floral.
Fruit Loops
I
now
got
kind
the
of makes
citrus.
sense to me now, too, because I think
Yeah.
the fruit with
Okay.
vanilla is where Chuck might be getting some Fruit
like milk
Loopy.
and cereal.
Yeah,
So,
the cream with that Fruit Loop fruitiness. But
There's
a
a,
3 for
uh,
me all the way. That taste was... I would literally... That's why I said wow. You might have heard. I was like, wow, that
There's
taste was...
there was a specialty ice cream shop down in Santa Cruz I used to go to all the time, and they had this one that was a vanilla bean rose water one.
Oh,
so it
interesting.
tasted.
Oh.
It was absolutely delicious. It was one of my favorites because the ice that they used was with rose water, so it had this hint of rose to it that calmed down that sharpness of the vanilla bean. So it was creamy. It was so fucking cold, like some of the coldest ice cream I've ever had. And then it had the rose hint at it. And the first time I've been smoking this for about a week now.
Right on.
And the first hit that I ever had of it, I was right back to Santa Cruz, sitting on the beach, eating my ice cream, going, "Oh my god, who knew vanilla and rose would go together?" But yeah, that's what
Yeah, that is very
what I taste on this.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
and I give it a 3. I would shoot straight for the moon on this. This is a great
On
one.
the,
I agree with the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, yeah.
that's just a unanimous on that, huh?
Yeah.
Very quickly.
I'm not gonna lie. Even you, Punky Panda, being new, if you would have said it too, I would have really questioned you.
No.
Like I'm not gonna lie, like really, because this really kills.
I would
it.
have questioned,
I
but
would
my
have just
questions
been like,
would have been,
really?
okay, what
I
would
would've
you put
been
as a 3?
what?
What strain have you already had that was a 3? Or is it just maybe flour is your
Did this
least
one, like,
likely
really
way to smoke it?
Flowers, yeah,
So
it's the least likely for me.
So is it that you're giving it a lower grade just because? So
Did this
those would have
kind of
been my
impress you?
questions.
Yeah, it impresses me a lot because I think I've had wedding cake, which is my boyfriend's like favorite strain ever,
Oh,
and
cool.
even
good strain.
he would really like this one a lot. I think.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
think you like
100%.
we've had.
Well, you
wedding
can't go
cake.
wrong.
You're
Gelato's
a
a
little
great
oaky
solid
boyfriend.
Yeah,
strain.
he's
And
very
mixing
oaky.
it with that
Yeah,
wedding
yeah,
cake.
exactly.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on. Yeah.
Well, that's really cool then. So yeah, that's a unanimous 3 for the taste.
Straight
on,
across
the board.
on our 42nd strain. Man, that is so cool, you guys. That is like really cool.
42 strains gives taste a 3.
Interesting.
We've got this whole.
Did we just
I
enter,
brought
like,
the 8th for us
2080?
to smoke
Like,
tonight.
you
Yes.
just like you're like
Yes.
Snacks is now an AI system that we've had installed into our
AI
recording
system.
studio.
You know, I'm pretty high that I could probably talk like an AI for the rest of the episode.
Don't do
I'm
that,
not going to
Snacks.
do that, but
I
I'm
really
saying
appreciate
I have that
I don't
capability.
wanna
Give me $1.
Has anybody heard of the robot game?
The robot.
No, it's
Yeah.
a robot game.
Okay, so it's you set up
I'm
whatever.
ready for this tangent.
No, you set up whatever AI you have, so Google, Alexa, Siri, whatever you have. You put it in the middle of the room, and you randomly draw through cards. So you'd write out one word, and it's kind of like catchphrase or password.
Okay.
You try to figure out a question to ask the AI that will make it say the word on your card. So if the word is
cool. I like
mountain,
that.
you would try to say a question to Alexa.
Do any of the AIs have the ability to fill in the blank?
Yeah, because
I would
you
say,
can
like-
play it that way.
Like, let's say mountain.
Yeah,
the Himalayas are the tallest blank in the world.
Yeah.
Could you
What
do
are
that
the
to it?
Himalayas?
Yeah, right? You know what I mean?
They could. The Himalayas
That's
are
very
blah, blah, blah.
interesting.
Yeah, so it's a and you can
And as long as the word's in the answer.
as long as the word is in the answer,
That's cool.
because remember they don't
They would
speak
be
the
like,
whole
Himalayas are
paragraph
the
they
highest
find,
peak on Earth.
And you're like,
Yeah.
fuck!
God damn it!
Dumb fucking AI!
and that can happen, and so the next person around the table can steal.
Oh,
So
interesting.
if you
that's
can't get the point because you couldn't make it, they could ask a separate question to try and get. But remember, some of these AIs aren't as good as
exactly.
as they think.
Some are
So
worse than
sometimes when they start getting
think
the same
Siri's really taking a
similar
step back.
questions, they start freaking out and just going, "I'm sorry, I can't help you." And so you don't get the point then. And if you make it actually, "Sorry, I can't help you," you're done. That you move on to the next card.
That's pretty bad.
Nobody got the
I've only had my Google do that like 3 times, and I use my Google Voice a lot because I drive a lot for
Yeah,
work.
sure. It's a fun little game, and it's even more fun
There's
stoned out of
definitely
your
times.
fucking mind.
Yeah,
just
that
to let
sounds
you know.
pretty fun. Yeah, we're gonna have
So
to
yeah,
do something.
maybe
with that
on
too.
air one of these days we'll play the robot
we
game.
really should.
Yeah.
That'll be really fun.
All right, sorry for the tangent.
No, I love
your
that game.
AI voice was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah, there
we
it
should
is.
play the robot game."
So,
Shit! You guys might not
Speaking
know the
of
robot game.
snacks, not in AI. What movie would you like to give a highscription for?
Fuck. Oh shit.
A fuck movie? Well done.
No.
Which one?
I don't know.
Behind the Green Door?
I'm
Do
feeling.
tell.
I'm feeling rom-com. I think I'm gonna do When Harry Met Sally.
Cool. Yeah, let's do it.
It's like one of my favorite movies.
You ready? You prep? You ready?
Hey, Spam.
You know, I don't really know.
Spam, you might want to turn up your volume on this one.
Oh shit!
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna hit when you point to me.
Okay, go. So, When Harry
right,
Met
man.
Sally, this is the longest road trip that the most opposite of people should never have been in, but it's the most beneficial because they're super chill Harry, they're super like uptight like Sally, and they're on their way to New York because they have Sally's like best friend is this dude's the best friend to the girlfriend or whatever of him. That's besides the point. They go to New York. They had the worst road trip of their life because they start, this guy's just chilling and everything, and Sally, she's not getting any of it at all, and he ends up like really making this girl uncomfortable the entire time. And at this point, they never want to see each other again. They think they're like, oh, we're in New York. It's not going to be an issue ever again. Except like fucking like 5 years later, Sally runs into Harry at a
We're
fucking
like time
airport.
jumping. 5 years right now. I was like so in it, and then you just said 5 years. Like 5 years, we skipped.
Like 5 years. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a there's a
In the
time.
movie?
It's a
Yes,
movie.
they have
Yeah.
time jumps in
So
the
I've
movie.
never seen this. Just FYI.
There's time
also
jumps in the
never
movie.
seen
There
it.
are
yeah.
there's time
Whoa.
jumps in the
When
movie.
did
So
this come out?
this came out in like the 80s. So
Like
fucking,
early 80s, late 80s.
the fuck if I remember, honestly. All I know is it's fucking Billy Crystal and Meg
3
Ryan.
minutes.
3 minutes. Anyway, yeah. So like they're in New York. They think they're never gonna see each other again. Fuck both of you. They cross paths at an airport. Sally notices Harry. She's like, fuck no, I never want to talk to him again.
what's their
Whoa.
names?
Harry and Sally. So anyway, she's like, fuck this, I don't want to deal with it. Harry's
that
like, hey Fred, it's good to see you.
Wait, what
She's
did
like,
he do then?
fuck me. You know what? Hi, I'll do this cute little chat or whatever, just because I got a new boyfriend, gotta look good. They end up having to fucking sit next to each other on the plane.
Wow, what a coincidence!
What a fucking coincidence.
going?
It doesn't matter. So they're sitting to each other on the
I
plane.
feel like
that's
it doesn't
important.
matter.
matter what you think.
I know what you fuckers are doing. Anyway, she's forced to deal with Harry yet
I
again.
just got the rock
And
like,
Harry announces that he's engaged, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so happy
Full
for you," but
circle.
like not really. I'm just doing the nice chit chat. I'm also
just
like
got
engaged or whatever. Then another fucking time jump happens because they think they're never gonna see each other after this flight or whatever.
How big of a time?
It's like 2 years.
Yeah.
So at this point,
how long was the conversation on the flight?
2 minutes.
Did they talk?
Where
I don't know how long the
That's
flight
really
was. Fuck you
important.
guys, you're doing this because I'm doing really well right now. So there's a 2-minute time jump, and then they cross paths.
There's a 2 minute
yet-
time jump.
It really depends. Like the
There's a
importance
2-year
of the
time
flight is like how long they
There's a
had.
2-year time
Pittsburgh.
jump. They cross paths again, and during this last time, they
been
slowly
here.
but surely start becoming friends again.
What?
Well, actual real friends for the first time because she couldn't stand him before.
Unbelievable rom-com
But they
I've
start,
ever heard of.
yeah,
Oh,
they
you
just
mean
start
like
bonding because
the
they
rom-
both have gone
OG,
through breakups
like, big
recently
ones.
of what they thought were going to be their final relationships.
OG,
So they're
but, like,
single
it's a big
and they're
one.
dealing with being in New York and single at their age or whatever. So they become friends, and over time they
guess
become
you
like
dumped that
best
last one,
friends. They become like best friends, and they even try and set up each other with like their very best friends. So that way, like their best friend could be dating so their other best friend. Turns out they get their friends together, and they're single still. At this point, Harry starts acting like an asshole. Sally can't fucking handle it, and she's just like, I don't like who
One
you're
minute.
becoming right
Wait,
now,
can't
Harry.
handle it or just shouldn't
She
have
can't.
to deal with
She
it?
shouldn't have to deal with it because he's being a sourpuss because
Why
he's
is he sourpuss?
he's a fucking pessimist. And Sally's
Oh.
just like, knock it the fuck off. So
Why
at
did she
some
like him in
point
the first
they have a
place?
nice little
She's
chat or
funny.
whatever, and they end up
Oh, yeah,
accidentally
that'll do
fucking
it.
each other.
Sorry.
And
They're
that's
accidentally
they
fucking
they
each
fucked
other?
each other.
Accidentally.
They fucked each
Yeah.
other the next
Oh.
day.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, that was a mistake or whatever. That should never have happened. So they get all awkward, and it's really a weird, strained relationship for like a couple months, I think. And then come like New Year's, they run into each other yet again because their best friends got married, and shit's just not going
Wait, how
too
long
well.
was this time, Joe?
A couple months.
months.
Oh, okay.
But
20
at this
seconds.
point, like, Harry's just realizing that, no, fuck, he is in love with Sally. And Sally's like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not dealing with this whole in and out of this relationship
wouldn't either.
when I'm supposed to
That's
be your
some
friend and I
bullshit.
don't know how to be your friend. And Harry's like, that's all along what I really wanted, and that's all I want in the future. And then she's like, fuck, I hate you, but I love you so much, Harry.
And I'll have what she's having.
That's a really complicated movie. I'm sorry.
Honestly, it doesn't sound complicated based on your description. It sounds to me like two people just got lonely, by like apart from each other over a long period of time, and then decided to settle.
It sounds
like a settling movie.
It sounds like
Based
the movie,
on that, look, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I haven't either.
I haven't
Me
seen it, but
neither.
based on what
I
I've
have.
just heard, that sounds like a settling type of
I don't
movie.
remember if
I have
finished
I
it.
have seen it.
Okay.
And I'd like to give her props because where she stopped, basically, you know the cliche moment of where the guy's running through the airport
Yeah,
and
totally.
jumps the terminal. Where she stopped
Like cruising
basically is
through
when they
people.
now see each other and they're coming close to kiss, and then she just made credits roll because she didn't make it to 420.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she did a very good job getting all the way to there.
We just don't have the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
That
You're
was
telling me
It's a
the rest of the
beautiful
movie
movie.
really changes the settling factor.
No, but you just missed the funny. Billy Crystal is very funny
Oh,
in
Billy
that.
Crystal's hilarious.
Meg Ryan is
just
very
it really
sweet in it.
demonstrates well how like the difference your relationship can go with someone day one versus day like
Yeah.
fucking like 7,886.
Yeah, it's
like
that.
I mean a lot. I mean obviously the spam don't know this, but I mean at first Rue didn't like you when she met you.
Yeah.
She thought you were annoying as fuck.
I am annoying as fuck. It's okay.
Sometimes.
You know what? The first time I met you, I loved you.
Aw,
I loved you right away.
Yeah, but Rue is the one that's marrying Double A, not you, sir.
I got some time.
this relationship of theirs, the way that highscription was, it reminded me of like the movie You Got Mail, but if they met at the beginning.
Yes.
and so
Yeah.
I'm high.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's what I
good
got
job,
from it.
Snacks. You did pretty good, though.
You Got Mail
You
is
didn't
a
make
very
it quite
dark
to the
movie.
end, apparently. You did good.
No, because you guys kept bombarding me with more and more questions.
I-
I was on track.
Wait. You guys, all of us,
Look,
because
no joke. Gus Gus was definitely trying to fuck you. And then, really, what I was doing, I,
I mean,
just hadn't seen the
in
movie,
this
so I
room.
really genuinely, my questions were legit, like, when I kind of want to know that, for, like, the description. But you got really off-kilter to hers,
Yeah,
to Gus Gus.
she rocked me, man.
She asked you one, and you went on a tangent that had nothing to do with what happens in the movie for a good
No.
35 seconds.
I asked you what their names were.
I'm like Harry and Sally, or what? I'm like
And when
Harry
she
and
died,
Salad.
yeah.
once
Harry and Sally, not
It
salad.
was-
Fuck, I am high.
Well, with that, we're going to go to effect.
oh,
Oh!
We're on effect
Fucking
now.
one.
Wow!
Scrolling through.
I'm sorry, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. This is a fucking 3, guys.
Man, and you know what? Snacks doesn't just throw threes like that.
She
I'm
doesn't.
not. She
doesn't.
does give threes, but she doesn't just go. This is a fucking 3. That's not a normal.
No.
Snacks
Like,
thing,
the
man.
spam can't see, but I'd be like, if I had a fucking card right now, I'd be like, it's a fucking 3. Snap
Yeah,
it on the
and
table.
it's a little bit of a juicy 3. It's like kind of. It's a little.
It's that draw 4 in Uno.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit.
I thought that's where she was gonna go, but I wasn't sure. Hi, baby.
Oh, our
No,
mascot is
Zippies.
just dying for attention because there's no
What
mascot.
else is
No
new?
one's looking at
It
I would-
compounds nicely the more you smoke it too.
Oh, it is. This roller coaster so far has
Yeah.
been fucking sweet.
Yeah. Ooh, piece of cake.
I would also agree just to officially give it a 3 from myself too. This is actually very similar to me, a Blue Dream kind of high, where my body feels a bit better in the sense that it's relaxed. It just doesn't feel as tense as it has been this week. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and.
So on Leafly, on this one we actually have so much breakdown. It's great. So this one it has feelings and it's got 5 categories. Helps with 5 categories and negative 5 categories.
Okay.
Cool.
So for
Feelings?
feelings,
Yeah.
it's got 67% relaxed, 40% happy, 39% euphoric, 32% sleepy, and 26% tingly.
Ooh, I get tingly.
Ooh.
I'm tingly right now.
I get the euphoric.
Yeah,
Whenever you
euphoria.
describe marijuana to me, I get tingly. So.
Sure.
Sleepy, not so much.
No,
not
I'm,
sleepy at
hold
all.
on. I'm going to say this. So they said it's indica dominant strain, and that you're going to get ready for a very nice nap. Okay. As somebody who has been smoking this for a week, I get all the happy, the euphoria. I did a bunch of work around my house today on this strain. I'm uplifted. I'm great. Everything feels wonderful. And after 5 or 6 bowls, my eyelids start just automatically, like it just absorbed all the pot at once.
At once.
Wow.
Like
Right on.
it waits a good long time. So depending on how you're stretching out your bowls, if you're not just smoking over and over again like I normally do or like we're doing in here for the show,
Yeah.
We're about 4 shareables.
you could probably make it an all-dayer where you get up in the morning, smoke a bowl, do a bunch of stuff around
Dude,
your
you
house.
very much describing to
yourself-
me what
I would love this as a wake and bake.
Yeah.
It's
So
actually-
this might be a good thing for that, but if you want to go to sleep at night with this, just boom, 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 hit bowl after
then
bowl
just
after
lay
bowl, and then lay down. And it's one of the few. I'm an old guy now, and I get up to pee all the
Now?
time. I don't. Yeah, okay, for a while.
When will then
Wild?
be now?
But
You're
I don't
fucking
wake
old.
up. I don't wake up on this strain. I usually wake up in pain or something.
Oh.
I sleep through
That's
from
cool.
the moment that I go to sleep until the moment my alarm
You
goes
sleep
off. I
through 3
actually
plagues
sleep
and then
straight
wake up to
through.
coronavirus.
Well, it happened once. But, yeah, so I suggest that if you want to go to bed quicker, you're going to need to combine it with a heavier indica.
This one makes me want to play video games.
Insomnia is actually the lowest percentage on Leafly.
Helps
here.
with?
Yeah.
And that makes sense.
It's
It
that
seems
one's-
like you
it's
need to
at
put in a lot of effort
14%.
with this strain to get to hit the insomnia.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It doesn't have to be that.
It looks like this one's
Not all
more
indicas are for
for stress and pain.
I
Yeah.
very much
Oh,
understand that.
yeah.
And then
Feel it.
depression is right behind that.
When I don't
I
feel
can feel that
stress,
too.
pain,
I'm
or
actually very
depression,
bummed up
I
right
usually
now.
feel
Yeah, me too.
euphoric
And
and
I'm
happy.
but-
So
Weird,
Yeah.
right?
you know,
Right? Yeah, and then anxiety is the last one, kind of by insomnia there.
Yeah, just on that accuracy too with the description on Leafly for it, I'd give it a 3. I really would just think that just really affirms it.
Its negatives are the regular, just
Yeah,
dry
dry eyes,
mouth,
dry
dry
mouth.
eyes.
Okay.
Oddly
I
enough,
will
my
say
mouth
this.
is
Hold
not
on.
dry yet. It's
I
not
will
dry
I am
yet.
dizzy.
I will
Okay,
say, oh,
okay.
you are?
It
Okay.
does say dizzy on here, and we do have one.
I'm always
Chuck Dante can
You're
attest.
always dizzy.
I'm a blister.
Chuck
Oh,
Dante
well
can
then we're not
attest.
gonna count that.
I went
you
into
fucking
No, but like
Gus Gus.
jokingly, I'm
you
always
went into
dizzy.
fucking us.
I'm more dizzy than most people, but not always.
But
dizzy.
right now it's getting
But
you
right
a little
now
bit.
I am
Okay,
dizzy.
cool. I actually like that then.
What
What were you saying, Surfer
Clarification.
Dan?
So, Chucky D can attest to this.
I
The
can't
other
attest nothing.
the other day, I
haven't
went
studied
into
since
his place of employ, and I was trying to talk to him, but I couldn't because my mouth was so fucking filled with cotton balls that I needed a cup of water before I could even have a conversation with this man at work. So,
Well, how long
That's
since your
pretty
last
rough.
drink before that?
I drank this big size cup. I just drank an entire one while smoking 2 or 3 bowls of this at home before going to see him.
Yeah, so this
So my
Jackwagon. This Jackwagon comes into the restaurant I work at.
Yeah.
And he just, starts trying to talk but can't. But all he starts doing is, "Could I get a cup for some water? Some water? My mouth is all of a sudden dry. Why would it be that way?" Oh no! Why is my mouth dry? No. Why fucking cottony? Oh.
So it does have a bit of dry mouth.
It really does to me.
Effect, though.
It really does to me. No, I know, but she had mentioned helps with, and then
I just want to save a little bit of that for the later. So in effect,
that's a dead one.
Surfer Dan, did you give it a rating?
I'm gonna say a 3. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm
reluctantly.
Best I can do is 3.
Yes, reluctantly. Yes, reluctantly, because while it's good for pain, because I mean I've had a wrench in my shoulder for I think most of this decade.
Wrenches belong in toolboxes.
I know. I shouldn't have put one on my fucking arm, but it's holding it together.
That we kept by the
so,
duct tape.
Yep, that and duct tape.
Those are winches.
But
wrench.
So this does help with that, but I've had several strains help more.
Yeah, definitely.
And while this does make me euphoric and have me do a lot of work around my house, I've had several strains do it more.
I would say
I'm not judging it against those other strains, but if we're putting everything up to Blue Dream still has a better effect for me consistently.
But there's
across the
also
board.
varies of 3s.
So that's why I'm saying 3.
And I think that Leafly just has it a little swished. I think this is the biggest help with emotionally and stress wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's where this helps the best.
Okay.
If they led with that, the description for their effects would be a little bit more accurate in my opinion. But it just overall effect for it, I think, is up there.
For sure. Agreed.
Is anybody else have a different rating? Is everybody agreeing on
I'm
a 3
a
for
3.
I'm a 3.
3, take it or leave it.
I'm gonna take it.
I'm gonna take it.
3.
You can smoke this in the morning right before you go to work.
Smoke it in the morning, smoke it in the evening, smoke it at supper time.
But this would be even good after a after work distressor. Boom.
For sure.
Yeah.
Get home, you're like
Get home and just get in your comfort.
Oh, I got it.
One of those.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna fill up your bath. You know, bubble bath.
Bubble bath.
You're gonna fill up a bubble bath.
Bubble bath.
You're gonna light candles.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna pack a bowl of this.
Hell yeah.
And just sink away in the bathtub.
I haven't done
With a rubber ducky.
We're all about self-care in 2020.
Yeah.
So Surfer Dan.
Yes.
How about we get a highscription from you?
Oh, God.
From me?
The license plates.
What's a movie you want to give a highscription for?
Well, just because it's fresh in my head, it's literally the last movie I saw.
Cool.
I just watched this earlier this week.
Awesome.
Was it great?
No, I've been needing to talk to people about this movie because I need to warn people about this movie.
So we want to do it like this.
Spoiler alert, because I'm going to just give you the entire plot in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. It won't be that hard. It's a film called Gemini Man.
Oh, sweet. Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith.
My favorite.
No, he's a Virgo.
Yeah, Will Smith. No, he might be. But in this movie,
character is a Gemini.
Yeah,
wait. No, he has kids. He can't be a Virgo. He's definitely
You're right.
sex.
You're right. What if they're not
Donors.
Yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't do the doing.
Yeah.
He doesn't do the doing.
Fucking Scientologist.
Yeah, seriously.
Wait,
he's a Scientologist?
Yeah, Will Smith is a Scientologist. Absolutely, he is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He is.
I think
I
he's
did not
heavily
know that.
influenced by them, but I don't think he signed the papers.
I think we're all heavily influenced.
No, but I mean, I think he gets.
I think he has money in it, which in
More than we know.
their society is what
That
puts
would
you
be
up
you're in it,
levels.
yeah.
That's what.
You're
That's
right.
why Tom's
You're right.
number 1.
That's why.
But he
That's
still hasn't gotten into the secret room with the secrets.
That we know
There's
of.
a secret room with
I'm sorry. It doesn't
Is that why the
exist.
mission's
Okay,
impossible?
so wait.
Shut the fuck
Yes, Funky Panda it
It's
is.
what he's been preparing for.
up. You son of a...
Let's hear it for PP.
No! Stop
not a
trying
thing.
to make it a thing!
It's not a thing.
It's not.
She be
It's
punky.
not.
She's punky.
So fetch.
All right, so Surfer Dan, Gemini Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
4
Gemini
minutes,
Man.
20 seconds.
And I'm very sorry.
No, you're not. You're not even sorry. Do it.
I think you're taking pleasure out of
If
this.
any of you were planning on watching this movie,
Who cares?
I'm very sorry.
Irrelevant.
Because I was planning on watching this movie, and then I unfortunately
What's
did.
it called again? Aquarius
Gemini
woman?
Man. Gemini
Gemini Man.
Man. Gemini
Aquarius
Man.
woman, check.
Gemini Man.
The 40-year-old virgin.
Okay, so it opens up as cliche as possible. An aging assassin is sitting there about to make a shot, but he's a little shaky, and then something goes wrong because there's a civilian in play, and then actually gets the shot. Now, granted, it was a moving bullet train, and he hits the guy right in the neck.
Possible.
But later on, he goes, "Oh, I was aiming for the head." So he's talking to his boss,
But
saying,
he's
"I'm done.
better than he even was.
I'm done. I'm out of this. I've decided. I've grown a conscience. I'm done. How many people have you made me kill? I'm finished." So he quits.
Does he finally hit
He
that
quits,
number?
and because
What was the
it's
number?
What a little bitch.
in his head, 72.
That's
that was
it?
the number.
Those are
That's where
rookie
it went.
numbers. We gotta
So,
pump up those
That's how many
numbers.
virgins you get.
That's how, exactly. So Will Smith is like, I'm going to retire. So he goes to retire, and he goes out on a fishing boat, and he talks to Mary Elizabeth Winstead, which, by the way, you look a little like Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Oh, big
Oh,
star.
yeah, I do.
So that
There's
little
a
Christina
resemblance
Ricci.
there.
A little bit, yeah.
That
Yeah.
little Christina Ricci. But
Yeah.
Whoa, that's weird.
I digress.
Like if
Mary Elizabeth
Just
Winstead
mushed
was there, and she's a college student. She's studying marine biology. That's what she says.
Wait, who's this
It's
college
a-
student?
Oh, she
Mary
was also
Elizabeth
in
Winstead.
Death
Oh.
Proof.
And so pays for the gas for his boat and goes out. And he goes out and meets an old friend of his. And the
Who's
old
the
friend of
friend?
his that he works with, or that he used to work with
What about
in
Mary?
the military. She's back on the dock. That's where she
Who
lives.
plays the
Oh,
friend?
oh, she lives on the dock.
I don't know, some guy, some old white guy. Anyway,
Okay.
so he warns him that, hey, you've gotten into some bad shit, Will. And Will's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? He goes, that guy that you killed on the bullet train actually was not a bad guy like you were told by your own company, by your own agency in the U.S. government. He was, in fact, a biologist that works with genetic research. And was like, no, that's not true. That
So
can't
he
be
basically
true.
became an eco-terrorist
So-
right then and there.
He goes and tries to track down...
Will Smith eco-terrorist.
Will Smith's going to track down the guy that put him up to it. Guy's not answering. He goes to bed, and as he's sleeping, he sits there and he wakes up because he has perimeter alarms everywhere because
Okay.
Will Smith's fucking good. So
Obviously.
he sees the people go and he kills all fucking 9 people that go to take him down.
Like Deadpool
Like
style.
super fast.
Like Deadpool
Will
style.
Smith is fucking
No,
good.
like super fast.
That sounds
Like,
so entertaining.
Like
not
Wesley
even
Snipes
trying. Just
and
boo, boo,
Blade.
boo, boo, boo.
And they're
boo,
done.
boo. So,
Boo, boo, boo.
goes up to, you cut to the next scene where the guy that convinced him to kill the good guy, lying to him, saying it was a bad guy, is talking to Will Smith's boss and saying, I'll take care of this. Well, you're going to have to get somebody really good in order to take care of this. I have just the guy. And so the next scene is Will Smith going and getting getting Mary Elizabeth Winstead because she's going to be next. And
Why is she going to be next?
because she was watching him, and so everybody associated with Will is dying. They're dying all over the
That's so
place.
fat. She just saw him. What
Exactly, because it turns out she's actually working for his agency, monitoring him.
Whoa.
That's what's going on. Will Smith figured it out. So,
Of course he did. He's good, dude. He's
fuck.
good.
So
Come on.
I'm nowhere near. So,
Almost 1 minute.
yeah, I got 1 minute left. So,
You're bad for exposition. Murder.
So Will Smith gets on a plane with the guy who played Wong. They go to Budapest, I'm pretty sure. And another assassin tries to take out Will Smith, and they're fighting, and Will Smith gets bitch slapped by this guy on a dirt bike with the rear wheel. It's pretty badass. That one scene.
I mean, that's dead, though.
And then what happens is he figures out through help with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, looking up some DNA, finds out that the DNA is a perfect match. This is a fucking clone of him. Dun dun dun.
20
So
seconds.
he then
he
fights the clone, almost kills the clone. Then they end up working together to go after the guy who started the whole thing.
Together.
And then right before they're about to kill the guy that started the whole thing, guess what happens? Even fucking younger Will Smith clone shows up. So you have 31-year-old Will Smith, 23, and 16-year-old Will Smith. But they kill him.
What?
That's the whole movie. I didn't stop anywhere wrong. They fucking kill 16-year-old Will Smith, and it's done.
On the
I'm
screen.
sorry, that
So you
didn't
have,
happen in
like-
your rendition.
You have
I
like
just
the
said
latest
that, and
Men
they
in
killed
Black
him.
Will Smith.
No, he
No,
actually
I said it
immediately.
after that. I'm
And
saying-
you have
22
like
seconds,
Fresh
but they get him
Prince
out.
Will Smith.
What?
Wow.
It wasn't Fresh Prince Will Smith. So, just because I had to look up what the rendering was, because it wasn't right. So, like, Marvel does the de-aging process, and it looks pretty good. Not that
Yeah.
Uncanny Valley shit. So I was trying to figure out why this looks so wrong. The 23-year-old Will
What, did
Smith.
they
'cause
filter his face?
what they did was
Young Will
they
Smith
had
looked like.
they had a stunt double that had the body of young Will Smith, and then he had a green mask on, And then they had Will Smith record into a camera him saying all the lines, and then they took his face from the film 6 Degrees of Separation and plastered it over old Will Smith and put that on the green screen mask.
That's too much. You're
So
just doing
the
too much
eyes looked
processing.
dead throughout the entire
you
fucking
just-
movie. And then when you get to the Fresh Prince, not Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, odd music video face they put on 16-year-old Will Smith, it was even creepier to look at. And the whole thing was just boring cliche that you could literally, while you were watching it, go, and then this. And then the door opens up and exactly what you thought happens next.
I feel that.
It is, for a movie that tried its hardest to go, we're gonna do something new by clone and clone and clone action. And it was just cliche.
Honestly,
boring.
by the trailer, I thought that's what it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I really enjoy a lot of Will Smith movies. Didn't look like one
you
I
get
was gonna
triple
like
Will
very much.
Smith in this one.
Yeah,
But, like,
I'm
the
really
thing is,
okay.
Triple.
Compared to that one with him and his kid, not
After Earth?
Not,
We
yeah,
don't
I was about to
speak
say-
of After
I was
Earth.
gonna say not the movie that's
Hey, man.
not in pursuit of
I mean, him and his
happiness.
son in
Yes.
another movie.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that other movie.
Yeah,
that
we don't
has
talk
him.
about
have
this
to
one. Is this on me?
acknowledge
Did I hit
it's
And
this?
so,
It's on you, good sir.
if
Oh.
that being the case,
There was
I
some good
still
parts.
want to watch that movie
Yeah,
because the way he described it, I'm just
I
like,
want to watch it.
I-
There
do
are
that
2
now.
or 3 really good scenes. Like when I said that, I made sure to say he got bitch slapped by a dirt bike.
Yeah, it's pretty savage.
Young Will Smith is spinning, and old Will Smith's on the ground, and he spins the back wheel and clocks him
Just
right
gets it.
across the face. Now, the road rash is on his face in the next scene, too. And you're like, oh my god, continuity. And then they dropped it.
Oh, good.
Oh, great.
Okay, so now
They're like, we're done now.
we
The
need
movie
to
was
do
so close to being enjoyable.
last.
Enjoyable.
How's the last? How are these effects lasting a long time? Based already on what kind of Surfer Dan said with the effect, it sounds like you could really space these out and really still enjoy the hell out of this strain, and I kind of feel that. I feel like this is a compound of everything we've been smoking since we started this strain right now, and it
So-
hasn't really, I haven't felt it dip down. Really.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
tasty.
I smoked-
Jesus.
I smoked 2 bowls at 11 a.m. and then I got to work. Did a bunch of fucking housework. Oh no,
Hail
coronavirus.
sneezer.
Oh no.
No, did a bunch of fucking work. I didn't get a chance to smoke again until 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's
Okay.
A good time. That's a good time. It's 5 hours.
The pain in my arm didn't come back in
Wow,
that time.
that's pretty good. While you were doing
And
it,
I was still happy listening to music while I was doing work around the house.
like really just had you.
So
set.
this stretched out beyond what I've ever had Blue Dream go
That's crazy. Yeah.
and last.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like I can still really honestly feel where that pre-bowl started.
Yeah.
Like honestly.
That's I'm telling you, this is one of the longest lasting strains I've ever
Yeah, I'd
smoked
give
in
it
my
3.
entire very long life.
My eyes started getting itchy.
Want me to lick
Does
it?
that correlate with how long this lasts?
No, I was just saying as
Does
it's
that?
lasting longer and longer, my eyes started getting itchy.
Oh, heard.
It
Chuck
def-
D's got itchy eyes, but what do you give it grade-wise for the last?
I'd say I'll be a 3.
Okay.
Is anybody giving this not a 3? Does
No.
anybody feel
No,
this
I'm
different?
still feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
Heard. Awesome. That's great, man.
For our
42nd
Unanimous-
strain, this is going well.
Yeah, a unanimous 3 for the
Man, my
last.
eyes are itchy.
Yeah. So if you're at home, spam, and you're able to get this strain, which I don't think it's very hard to get. I think we've seen this pop up before. We've
I've
had-
seen it at a couple shops.
Yeah, I think it is not the most difficult strain to get a hold of. Please do. I think it's one that I'm pretty sure this is one that's going to finish off strong.
Yep.
And it's going to be one you're going to want to check out for a multitude of reasons, medically and honestly recreationally.
Yeah.
Seems like a great party strain if you were really trying to make it one.
Oh, yeah?
Honestly.
Yep.
All right, it's my turn.
What?
What do you want to do a
What are you gonna do?
description of?
What are you gonna do?
I think I'm going to do Toy
Smokey and the
Story.
Bandit.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Look, just because I look like I'm in that film doesn't mean I'm going to describe that film.
You don't look at all like
Somebody's
that
poisoned
movie.
the water hole.
Alright,
I think I'm going to do Toy Story. Give me I'm going to get a rip.
all three? You're gonna do all three?
Oh god, there's four
I haven't
now.
seen the
First,
fourth
there's
one
four.
yet. I haven't seen the fourth one yet.
No, I'm not going to do 3 movies.
If you look at them all like the one movie, just call it The Toy Story.
Okay. Ready,
I'm so ready.
set, go. Alright, you're in a world toys are alive when people aren't looking at them. It's a weird magic. We don't understand how it works. There's a kid. His name's Andy. His favorite toy is Woody. It's his birthday. He gets a new toy. His name's Buzz. There's lots of other toys. A piggy bank, a Mr. Potato Head, several others.
What kind of toys are they?
Children's toys. He gets a new toy for his birthday. It's a Buzz Lightyear. It's a really cool action figure, Spaceman. When he gets there and he becomes alive, he thinks that he's on some distant planet and he really is Buzz Lightyear when all the other toys are conscious of what world they're in and that they're Andy's toys. He's not conscious of that fact. So he thinks he's like a real, what is called a Buzz Lightyear,
Spaceman.
just like a spaceman who does super
Space
things.
Ranger?
Yeah, Space Ranger. He basically just shows Woody up, kicks his ass in every form and fashion of, public embarrassment, physical skills,
He
and
even gets his name on his boot, man.
yeah, and then slowly Buzz becomes like the favorite toy. You can kind of see that through the decoration in his room changing from Woody to Buzz. And then it gets a little dark. Woody pretty much tries to essentially kill Buzz.
I know.
By
Tries to murder his ass.
tries to murder him by launching him out the window.
Murder.
It's a 2-story house.
Yeah.
For a toy, it's a long fall.
Yeah.
He falls in the bush that's down there.
For a human, it's a long fall.
Yeah, honestly, that's like broken
It's
legs.
just a long fall.
So, but then,
Murder.
since he goes down in the bush, that kind of sets a little
I go
weird
down to the bush.
presence there in the room of Andy for all the other toys and stuff. They kind of don't, they're not really sure what to believe. They kind of immediately turn on Woody. Woody gets knocked down. They basically...
But he gets back up again?
Yes.
Jesus.
Never gonna leave you down?
He gets back up again. Some stuff happens with the toys. A lot of time's gone by at this point. They are basically on kind of a trip. They're moving soon. They're at a gas station at this point now. Woody and Buzz are in the car, or Woody's in the car. Buzz finds him because he latched onto the car as they drove off from the spot at which they had fallen. So Buzz, Woody didn't know Buzz was there. Buzz knew Woody was there, and now Buzz was kind of going to get a little, lightweight revenge. But he was more just upset, so he wanted to,
One of my favorite levels in the Sega game.
yeah. Oh, great. Yeah. So they essentially have a little fight at the gas station, but then they don't get back in the car. They drive off without them. They're now lost at a gas station as toys. Woody's freaking out. Buzz is trying to hold them together. They essentially jump onto what is a pizza delivery truck that's going to go back to what is essentially
Pizza Planet.
You gotta hit that.
what's called Pizza Planet.
It's a
It's
Chuck
like
E.
a giant
Cheese.
arcade, kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese Boomers
Yeah.
situation there.
It shows up in every other
Yeah, it does.
Pixar movie.
And throughout this movie, you also realize that there's this kid next door. His name is Sid. He tortures toys. He's horrible. He's a fucking monster. Well, we find out in the movie later. So they run into Sid while they're trying to get along onto the cart of Andy's little sister's little push cart thing because she's like a toddler. They're trying to get back into the cart so that way they can get back home with them without them realizing that they were gone.
Yeah.
But they end up in a claw machine where there's a bunch of little rubber aliens that go that claw.
Ah.
And they're trying to
Chooses
help.
who will go and who will stay.
They try to help Buzz and Andy. It doesn't work out very well. Sid ends up getting a hold of them and wants to take them home to play with the toys, which at this point is fucking bad. It means dead toys, worked on toys. He's in a very dysfunctional house. His sister's like this really cute little girl that actually is like really innocent. His mom doesn't really care. His dad's kind of basically essentially looked at as like an absentee drunk father, basically. You can there's small hints to that. They have a dog that also tears up the toys as well. So they're stuck in that house, and they're freaking out because they think these other toys that are like basically fucking science experiments of Sid's are gonna kill them. They essentially kind of rally together as toys. They scare the shit out of Sid and make him realize that they come alive. But then Andy's now at that same exact time that they fuck over Sid's brain and scare the shit out of him, that they are in the moving truck and the Andy's moving away. And they now have to get on what is a toy car that you've seen earlier, and they catch up to the truck, and they basically go from the sky in a rocket and fall down into the
Time.
They do.
Okay,
Wow,
That's true. That's exactly right.
That was impressive.
I know the apron was a bit much, but please tell me the hat. You could.
The claw.
The claw. Hey,
I'm Mrs. Nesbitt.
I'm
They
Mrs.
touched on their
Nesbitt.
relationship
Hey.
throughout the film.
One of my absolute favorite things
What do we need that for?
about that
It's important
whole,
where Harry and
the
Sally
whole
are
thing is when all the mutated toys go after them. One of them's a hooker. It's the Barbie legs with the hook.
my
It's a hooker.
It's a hooker.
Yeah,
Dirty
I absolutely
girls.
love that. I think it's the funniest little dirty joke in Pixar history.
That like the
Or the dicks in the fucking Little Mermaid cover.
That wasn't
Oh, it's
Pixar.
Disney.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
Disney.
yeah.
And that was one animator who put the dick in the. There's a golden dick on the original VHS
Yeah.
cover.
I had
of-
that.
I still
had
have
it
it.
too.
The mutilated toys are my favorite, like, animated scene
Yeah.
I've
Pretty
ever.
cool.
That
Yeah.
seems
So it's-
terrifying.
You know, guys, I feel like
Oh,
I
it's
got Toy
terrifying.
Story.
You did
It-
great.
pretty
You
good.
did
Pretty
really
good.
good.
I
Yeah.
think the
Gus,
only
you
thing
think
that
that's
you
so
missed in
amazing,
it.
but you can't handle Pogo from Umbrella Academy.
No.
Oh, get
No.
out.
Pogo.
Just don't do the monkey thing, man.
I love Pogo.
In any situation.
Like Planet of the Apes is a no-no for it.
Never.
That's like a worst nightmare.
Oh.
I would not
Spaceballs.
look. Nope. Mm-mm.
But yeah, I did kind of miss. I
did.
did kind of miss Andy and Buzz's, Woody
Woody
and Buzz's.
Buzz's.
It very much becomes a camaraderie.
Friendship.
It's a Disney flick. I hope
Yeah.
that could just be
They
a suit.
become fucking
It's a
bros.
road trip.
It's-
It's a yeah.
It's an
no.
overcoming a rocky start to a relationship that was
Yeah.
very much. gonna
It's
become
like every
turmoil.
other relationship where I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I love you.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's a romantic comedy.
It is kind of a
Get paid.
rom-com.
It is
Two
animated
chicks
Harry
fighting
Met
over the
Sally.
same dude.
All this
Yeah.
highscriptions made me want to do is watch a bunch of movies now.
Watch a bunch of movies.
Not Gemini
Put them
Man.
all
But
together.
No, I
now-
still
No,
want to
I
watch that
really
too.
wanna watch
I want to see
Gemini
that
Man.
piece of
But
shit.
now-
Just
We have to
because
go-
of that explanation. Yeah.
It was a juicy description for you about Gemini Man.
I feel
Yes.
bad because now you're gonna watch it and it's not gonna be as good.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
All
I'm
right.
invested.
Now we have to go over smoothness.
Oh, this is like Gary Coleman.
Dead?
It's not that smooth.
Oh, very smooth.
Dead?
Like
So not.
in the head.
His ashes might be smooth.
Was he bald?
What's
Yeah.
going on?
By the end.
So his head was smooth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, like
okay,
Patrick
I was
Stewart.
like, what?
Samuel L. Jackson.
I don't get it.
He's
Ian
bald.
McKellen?
I don't get it.
The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock!
Kane at a point in time. Bald.
Which Kane?
Smooth. From wrestling. Undertaker's
Oh, okay.
brother
You've
Kane.
lost me.
Right on.
What do you mean? You said Gary Coleman was smooth, and I said,
Like
Yeah.
a criminal? Like a criminal?
I don't know if he's really confused.
I don't know.
I think
Or
I'm
he's
not
high.
a
So
I think he's just high.
So do you give it a 3?
I give it 2.
A 2?
I get a little bit of the chokies on some of the hits, but they're
But how many bowls
cheesiness.
did it take you?
Enough to give it a 2.
Okay.
I mean, like, you know,
Fuck.
we've been smoking in this session. I feel like, you
Because
know,
we're
at
like
that point-
6-7 bowls deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm like, you know, with everything else that's kind of come along, I think it's from a lot of coughing and like side hacks I've been doing that made my eyes start itching because it's going back to the itchy eyes still. Even with the smoothness, everything's kind of affecting each other. But I could still see myself smoking this shit all day because it's great.
Chuck
But,
gives it a 2.
you know, it's a 2 in that factor.
Snack, you said a 2 as well?
Yeah, first bowl in, I died immediately. It's gotten a little bumpy at some points during recording. I've been on a journey.
Of smoothness?
I think
Not
she's
so much
also high.
smoothness. Not so much smoothness.
Nah.
But it's not atrocious.
All right.
I would personally give it a 3, actually. I've had a little bit of a cough, but honestly, I haven't been drinking a lot of water. You know what I mean? Like, if I was normally just smoking this by myself, I probably wouldn't cough at all.
No.
Well, see, I like smoking in this piece. I think if I were gonna,
It's a
like,
little harsher out of Charizard.
yeah, if I were
It's a
gonna
little bit
have
better
like
out of
a pipe or something,
Yeah.
I would be suffering. But in this, I have almost no problem.
Awesome. And you actually kind of
Barely
usually don't have the smoothness up there for some of your last ones. So that's kind of cool.
I'm very picky.
Interesting. So we have 2-2. Are you a 3 on that, Gus Gus?
T said 2-2.
I give it a 3.
Gus
Gus,
so
let's
2
give it a
3s, 2 2s. Yeah,
This is
I'll do
This is
until there's.
I give it a 3. I haven't really had any popping off of this.
Yeah, and the coughing I've had has been quite minimal.
I've been smoking this for a week, like I said, and I noticed that it's around bowl 4 straight in a row that I start getting the cough feeling. Like every time that I take the hit after bowl 3, it's like, oh, is it gonna? Okay. No, it just hurts a little. All right, I'm good. I'm good.
It
I'm
just
good.
hurts.
It's like that. It's like that when you think you're gonna sneeze, but then you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of hurt.
test.
I was expecting to have to cough
That hurts a
here.
little.
Oh fuck. Okay,
And then it just doesn't happen.
it would almost feel better if I just coughed now, and it comes then. At that point is when it does start coughing. So look, 4 bowls deep. I can't expect too many strains to beat that. So I give it a 3 with that, because if I was just smoking the 1 bowl, and I have smoked this out of a straight pipe,
and before this,
and I'm more of a straight pipe smoker than you are, so it is that I'm used to it more than that.
Yeah,
there's
an adjustment.
If you just take instead of taking the big rips, if you just take the nice little hits off the pipe, it doesn't.
I like to
hurt either.
sip a pipe.
Yeah, very much.
Kind of
It's instead of taking shots, it's
just
taking a
I
sip.
see people
exactly.
like rip pipe bowls, and I'm like, you're brave.
Yeah.
That is just
What are you doing?
that's so hot and just.
I mean,
Dead.
like
I don't know. It's exactly
I was smoking
enjoyable.
like out of my little like strawberry pipe, like maybe a 1 or 2 hit before bed.
Yeah, and it's like
Yes,
nice,
I
and
do.
it's nice
But,
when you
I
like
couldn't
sip on it,
just go,
right? When you just
light up that whole.
yeah, you're not just
dish.
gonna
Hell
roast
no.
it in a bowl in
Hell
a
no.
pipe. I mean, I don't think you should.
not.
I mean, to each their own, but I just think it's kind of. I think it's kind of ruins the hit a little bit.
I agree.
Did you actually say a number?
I said a 3.
Okay.
I said I have to give it
my
a 3.
steamroller.
I have to give it a 3.
I used to have a
Punky
bomb
Panda.
steamroller.
I'd give it
Yeah.
a 3. Yeah.
Shit.
I do agree with you saying how like the cough
Kind of
like,
comes.
kind
a little later.
of comes in
'Cause I
like
feel
a
little
weird
bit, too.
wave.
Right at the back, it feels
Yeah.
constantly after bowl 4 like I'm going to be coughing all day.
Yeah. I've kind of had that,
Constantly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, 42 Strains of the show is going to give it a 3 officially,
Yeah.
with a couple of 2s in there, because there's a little bit of a.
Overall, it was a 3, but the concerns of the 2s need to be weighed.
Yeah, they're
so
there.
spam, when you hear them, just take that into account. Make sure you have some water handy. Or
really.
maybe don't go so many bowls deep on this one.
Stay
I mean-
hydrated, spam.
Always stay hydrated.
You're a
and,
plant.
and just in case, we made a lot of jokes today. Wash your fucking hands. Just
in any situation.
we made
really.
a lot of jokes. I don't
Just-
know why
This
it's
is the day
suddenly
of
a new
reckoning Papa
thing.
John was
Wash
talking
your-
about.
I don't get why. Oh my God, we have to have a pandemic for everybody
And
to
I
go.
mean,
Maybe I should learn how to wash
just-
my hands.
Just in case, though, if our spam did want to get a hold of us, though, Surfer Dan,
You son of a bitch! You're gonna do it now?
how should they reach us if
Oh.
they wanted to
So deep. That's tough.
get a hold of us?
Send nudes.
Well, if you're gonna be sending us a direct email, you might as well send it to 42strains@toke.com. I'm
real
not
email.
joking. That's real email address.
We read
Please
emails.
write us.
We read emails the last episode.
Yeah, we had.
Did
a
you,
couple.
son of a bitch?
And they got into the inbox. They didn't go to the spam
They didn't-
folder.
well, they should go because there are spam.
Yeah.
However, if you'd like to get a hold of us on Twitter, you can always find me at SurferDan. Just kidding. Son of a bitch is still fucking pooping! Instead, you can find me at 42strains, the number 4, the number 2, the word strains. Just like the email at toke.com, you had to write us.
It's
Please
a real
do.
email.
It's a real
It's
email.
a real-
Bit of a real
To my
email.
left, you can always get a hold of I Heart Chuckabee over on Twitter. On the Instagram, I believe it's Chuck_Dante.
That's correct.
There we go.
That it is.
I don't know yours, Gus Gus. I don't know yours, Punky Panda. But over there, we got Snack Queen 21. And
You can
she
email-
is a snack any chance you get.
Yes,
You can
ma'am.
find AA1242, or you can find at Blazing Roots on Twitter. If you go ahead and write any of us, please hashtag 42strains and tag any other stoner celebrity you know, because it'd be nice for our spam to help us reach out to some of those celebrities we'd love to have a session with. So maybe if you plug our show, retweet it, hashtag it, and add Tommy Chong or Kevin Smith or Doug Benson or Matthew McConaughey or Snoop.
Gordon-Levitt.
Or Joseph Gordon-Levitt, whoever you'd like to smoke with, tag them, and maybe we can have them on a sesh. And if your retweet did it, we'll invite you with them as well.
Seth Rogen, please talk to us.
Or at us. Sorry.
Thank you, Surfer Dan, for that. All the tweets, the handles, and all that for our social handles.
You're welcome. Son of a bitch!
And honestly, I don't know a better way to end our 40-second strains. So until next time, stay high, stay golden,
and smoke with you soon!
사람이냐고 아니 올시다 이거 봐봐 눈을 맞춰야 눈이 맞아 지금 작업하는 거냐고 솔직히 yes 그래 yes oh yes